Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 1 of the Pokemon X series. Today we're here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the running of the Boy Gaming 300. It is going to be the regular season finale for the Pokemon X series, and after this race, 12 drivers will lock his or her spot into the playoffs. So before we get things underway, let's show you the playoff picture for the X series right now. There are 6 drivers right now locked in the playoffs with 2 wins in the season. There are Mouse, Gilbert, Freeze, and Wendler marked Stabilito. And those other 6 drivers have 1 win, some are locked in, and some are putting their playoff spots on the line here today. Josh Yemdev is your points leader, already has 1 win, so he is all but assured of winning the regular season title with that big point margin we mentioned in our last video, in our last race. The margin was big enough for Josh Yemdev to clinch the regular season title before we get to Las Vegas, so he's assured of getting in. So every driver is going to have at least 1 win this season. Every playoff driver, I should say, is going to have at least 1 win in the Pokemon X series. So that is going to make things a lot more interesting. It's going to make the journey a lot more tougher for the guys who have not won yet this season. And so they need to really do good here today in Las Vegas to lock themselves into the playoffs. And it's going to be a lot on the line here today. So there you see the drivers looking out right now. There is Kono Tumadre, Alex Cornish, Wayne Carson, Colin Manoli all need help in order to pass Lauren Martinez for that final playoff spot. Lauren Martinez has the last playoff spot so far in terms of points. In terms of this, we decided the rest of the order on points, organize them on points. So that's so it's going to be a lot on the line here today for those 5 drivers. And on the pole today, we have the 00 of Ryan Rickshaw as we go back to the action here today. And Rickshaw starts on the pole with Marcus Alejandro on the front row. So here we go. 20 laps to decide the regular season champion and the 12 drivers. Well, Josh Yemdev's already clinched the regular season title before this race, but here we're going to decide which 12 drivers will race in the playoffs for the Pokemon X series. 20 laps decide it all. It's going to be a fun night, so hope you'll strap yourselves in. It's going to be a great ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride. And the green flag is out in the Boy Gaming 300 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Thoreau is going to go for that lead already over Rickshaw. And Thoreau's going to get Rickshaw from the 00. Thoreau does not have a win. So neither Rickshaw nor Thoreau will have a win. So they really need to help. They really need help in order to get in the playoffs. And John Gilbert's now down below. He's going to try for that lead too. And there's Max Anderson. A lot of these drivers all looking to get a win today in order to get in the playoffs. 3 wide. Here comes Joe Smith. Trying to cut the needle. Going 3 wide, bumper to bumper. And Smith leads. Joe Smith in front. Smith surprisingly does not have a win this season, and he would love to get one here today. Oh, contact! Oh, they're going up in the wall. 6 went up and Thoreau's around. Thoreau went around. He's going to hold up the field. Oh, one car hit. Thoreau spins. And the caution's out. Couple cars involved. JT Mouse with damage as well. Max Anderson it leads to the caution flag. There was a lot of trouble right off the bat. Lap 3, right off the bat, there was a lot of trouble. Trouble was brewing. JT Mouse, by the way, was not involved in any incidents. He just... Oh, wait. He and Y. Walker were in a separate incident, so let's take a look at that first. Oh no, wait a minute. JT Mouse didn't even start the race. Oh wait, these two didn't even start the race. Wow, White Walker and JT Mouse, they didn't get their cars going at the start, so that's why they stalled on pit road. Oh wow. They weren't in a wreck. They unfortunately didn't get their cars going. But this is why the caution came out. Joe Smith contact with Crash B-Fan. B-Fan went up into the 23 and then chaos began. Right here, 3 wide was getting too tight. They just couldn't react in time and they took out the row. The one car had damage. That was William Brock. Who else hit the 39? Logan Bradley hit the 39. The 28 got around as well with the 9. And then these cars all stacked up. They all got stacked in the wreck. Sachi, Wendler to Madre. Madre really needed a good finishing position because he was looking out of the playoffs. But it looks like he might not be getting in the playoffs. He was looking out of playoff contention despite getting one win along with Carson, Cornish, and Manoli. But looks like we're not going to be seeing Tamadre in the playoffs. First caution of the day after going almost caution-free in the truck race. Except for the one caution where everybody went on pit road and then there was contact and one car spun on his way to pit road. And that brought out the caution to force OT. And as you know, Gabriel Wanderlei won the race. JT Mouse, of course, stays out. However, he is a lap down. So, unfortunately, at a disadvantage already. But he already has 2 wins this season, so he's not worried about the results of this race. He's already in the playoffs, already assured of a playoff spot with those 2 wins. And John Gilbert is out first. A surprise. John Gilbert out first on pit road. So John Gilbert, good strategy for him. He's off pit road. He'll lead the field back to the green as the race leader. Gilbert has 2 wins, so he doesn't really need to win another race to get in the playoffs, but he would love to win to get those bonus playoff points. A win would get him bonus playoff points if he does get 3 wins this season. Green is in the air, and already we got a new leader. Chase Marks in front, passing Joe Smith. And Marks leads. Here comes Evan Hunter. More contact. Hunter trying to spin Marks. And now Hunter goes low. It's almost like what happened last time with Joe Smith and Crash B-Fan. And Hunter leads. Here comes Ryan Rickshaw. Skinner down low. And Rickshaw leads again. Oh, here we go again. And now they're in the wall. Skinner spins. Skinner's around. And I think a couple cars also wrecked out. Marks wrecks. And again, Max Skinner dumps the 3 for a playoff spot possibly. Caution's out. Those 2 are out. Evan Hunter leads. My goodness, a lot on the line. And they're pulling no punches. And here's the replay. Evan, look, Max Skinner down on Ryan Rickshaw, contact with the 00, just like last time. Went into Evan Hunter, made contact, hit Chase Marks from the back, and they both spin. Wow, another big crash here in Las Vegas. It's going to set up a final couple laps to go, race to the finish. Oh man, Evan Hunter leads the field, and we'll see if anybody's going to pit. Nope, they're going to go for it. They're all fighting to get in the playoffs, so a lot's on the line today. And we're back to green, and just like that under caution, man, this goes by quick. Oh, I'm so sorry I skipped over that. I'm really sorry. I just didn't mean to. And it looks like overtime's coming up here from Las Vegas. I apologize for skipping part of it. It just went by so fast, I couldn't catch it. But we do know that Ryan Rickshaw's out in front. We had a big crash in the back. that brought out a caution that'll force overtime here in Las Vegas. So, without further ado, we're going to have overtime here in Las Vegas to determine which 12 drivers will be playoff drivers. So stick around. Here we go, folks. It's overtime here in Las Vegas. Just like the Truck Series race, the regular season's going to end on a 2-lap dash to the finish. So here we go. Ryan Rickshaw leads the field. Will he hold on and win, or will there be a sleeper victor here in Sin City? Here we go. Regular season has 2 laps left in Las Vegas. Who's going to win? Here we go. Ryan Rickshaw leads the field. Can he hold on? Green flag is out. Joe Smith, look at the aggressive move. He does it again. He's going aggressive, and he's going to take second place. We'll see how long it lasts, because here comes Max Anderson. 3 wide for second. Could be good news for Rickshaw. White flag is out with 1 lap to go. Cominoli down low. Rickshaw trying to pull ahead as much as he can. Here comes Anderson. He goes down low and he gets the lead from Rickshaw. Here's Manoli. Can he make the move? Here he comes. Manoli trying to win. Final corner. Manoli gets by. And he's done it. Call Manoli. And now here comes McDowell to the line. But Call Manoli wins at Las Vegas. Kyle Manoli, he was looking out of the playoffs going in, and now he's a playoff driver with his 2nd win of the season. He needed a win to get in, and he did it. He did it. All he could have done. The only way that Kyle Manoli could have gone into the playoffs is with another win, and he did just that. Incredible. Kyle Manoli has made the playoffs as a 2-time race winner. The odds were stacked against him. He was 43 points back of Lauren Martinez, which was the last spot in the playoffs. He needed to win to get in, and he did it. Incredible. Out of nowhere, Kyle Manoli wins in Vegas. Wow. What a Cinderella story. Kyle Manoli comes back and he wins for the 2nd time this season to lock himself in the playoffs. Unbelievable. So now the Cup Series is coming up next. The race for the Cup Series is next, because the first round is going to wrap up for that series in the playoffs. 4 drivers will go home from playoff contention, leaving only 12. But first, let's reveal which 12 drivers will make up your playoffs for the Pokemon X Series in Season 1. So, Kyle Manoli celebrates his 2nd win of the season, and he's in the playoffs for sure. And we will reveal the 12 drivers that are in the playoffs. So, stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Let's reveal the Pokemon X Series playoff drivers. Kyle Manoli earned his 2nd win of the season, as you know, in Vegas, so he's locked in the playoffs. And guess what? That win knocks Lauren Martinez out of the playoffs. So Kyle Manoli's 2nd win knocked Martinez out of playoff contention and got him into the playoffs. That means there'll be 7 2-race winners in the playoff field, and every driver in the playoffs will have at least 1 win in the regular season. So no underdogs. Well, there's probably going to be some underdogs in this field, but, well, everybody has at least 1 win this season. So no controversy about a 0-win driver getting in this time around, so, or something. But anyway, the final points on the left of your screen. As you know, Josh Emdev locked his regular season title before Las Vegas. His final margin of victory was 40 points over Roger Ray in the regular season points battle. So Josh Emdev, congrats to him. And he gets the most bonus playoff points among the drivers in points, among the playoff drivers, I should say. So, Tumadre, Cornish, Carson also missed the playoff field, since there's only 12 playoff drivers in the X Series. And that's it for them. They were farther than Lauren Martinez, so there was no need to put them down by the margin of the points that they trailed over Sachi. Marcus Sachi just made it into the playoffs. There was a 13-point margin between him and Martinez. That was the difference. And Cornish was even farther than Sachi and Martinez both. And same for Tumadre and Carson. So that's it. That's the playoff field. And all those two-time winners are Mouse, Gilbert, Friesen, Wendler, Mark Stabilto, Manoli. And we have MDev, the regular season champion, then Roger Ray, Hilary Sanchez, Max Anderson, and Marcus Sachi. And strange thing, that look at this, the top 6 drivers in points, in the regular season points I should say, all have at least one win. Rocco Twyman was the highest among the 0 winners in points with 7th. And Dylan Parker was 9th, and Anna McDowell was 10th among those drivers. Yeah. And McDowell, by the way, was 2nd, I believe, in the race. So if McDowell won that race, he would have been in the playoffs possibly. Could have knocked Martinez out. But instead, Manoli was the one that knocked Martinez out of the playoffs with his 2nd win. So, goes to show you how much the field can change in an instant in just one race. Every race matters. So, now let's show you all the points that the playoff drivers will be getting. Just like the other 2 series, every playoff driver gets 1,000 playoff points to start off, and they get 5 additional playoff bonus points for every win they got in the regular season. And so these 7 got 2 wins in the regular season, so 5 times 2 is 10. They get 10 bonus playoff points among the others playoff point bonuses I'll mention in a little bit. And of course, the 1 race winners, that are the 5 that are left, they get a 5-point playoff bonus for getting 1 win in the regular season. And now we get to the other bonuses. Bonus playoff points are also given to the top 10 playoff drivers in the regular season points. So the 10 playoff drivers with the most points at the end of the regular season gets bonus points along with the win bonus as well to start off in the playoffs. So regular season champion Josh Emdev is first, so he was the highest in points among the playoff drivers, and so he got a 15-point playoff bonus. The second highest was Roger Ray, who gets 10 points. The third highest was John Gilbert, 8 points. Fourth highest was Hilary Sanchez with 7 points. The 5th highest was Max Anderson with 6 points. The 6th highest was JT Mouse with 5 points. 7th highest, Carter Friesen, 4 points. 8th highest, Anthony Wendler, 3 points. 9th highest, Marcus Sachi, 2 points. And 1 point to Chase Marks. He was 10th highest among the playoff drivers in points, and he gets 1 point. And Stabilto Manoli, the only ones without a playoff bonus as well among them in points. They're not even in the top 26 in the regular season points. We'll get to them in a little bit. We'll get to where they stood in the regular season points in a little bit. But let's do the adding. Let's do the adding to see who's going to be the top seed at the start of the playoffs. So let's see. This is 10-15 for JT Mouse. 10-18 for John Gilbert. Gilbert is just already overtook Mouse as the number 1 seed. 10-14 on Friesen. 10-13 on Wendler. 10-11 on Chase Marks. And 10-10 on Stabilto and Manoli, since they didn't get playoff point bonuses for being in the top 10 among the playoff drivers in points. Josh Emdev, the most bonuses at 10-20, and he is currently the top seed. That could change, though, as soon as we add up the points. Roger Ray, 10-15, and Ray is tied with Mouse in terms of points. And 10-12, Hilary Sanchez, right down the middle. 10-11 for Anderson. just a little bit higher than Stabilito Manoli, but tied with Chase Marks. And 10-7, Marcus Sacchi is the underdog in the playoff picture. So there you go. Let me just check to be sure that there's 12 drivers, and there's going to be 12 drivers. So Josh Emdev is your top seed in the Pokemon X Series playoffs, followed by John Gilbert, a tie between JT Mouse and Roger Ray, Carter Friesen, Anthony Wendler, Hilary Sanchez, a tie between Chase Marks and Max Anderson, a tie between James Stabilito and Kyle Manoli, and Marcus Sacchi, who is the underdog here in the Pokemon X Series playoffs. The one with the least playoff points to start off, I should say. So, and if you didn't catch the Truck Series race earlier, the points, the playoff points for the Pokemon Truck playoffs are down below, and here are the Pokemon X Series playoffs, highlighted in blue, so that you could focus on that instead of the others, everything else. The one on top, the names on top are the Pokemon Cup Series playoffs that I will add later because there's one more race in round 1. And after that race, 4 drivers will be eliminated from playoff contention, leaving 12 drivers to compete for the Pokemon Cup Championship. And speaking of 12, there will be 12 drivers in the Pokemon X Championship and 8 drivers in the Pokemon Truck Championship. So that's the field is set for all playoffs. We still got to do the first round finale, I should say, for the Cup Series at Las Vegas. 4 drivers will be eliminated from playoff contention, so it's going to be a lot on the line here in Las Vegas. And then for both series, we will start off the weekend. We will start off the playoffs for the Trucks and X Series, and the Cup Series will start its second round of the playoffs. But before we go, let's show you the rest of the point standings for the X Series in terms of the regular season look. You can pause the video to find where your name is. For some reason, they had those X Cup driver rides in one race accidentally scored in points, so that's why some of the names from the Cup Series are on that X Series points, but they got 0 points. I intentionally deleted them because the Cup and Truck drivers do not earn points in the X Series races they're in, and same for the Truck Series races as well. If they're not in the Truck Series as a driver, they can compete only for points in one series, whatever series they have a full-time ride in. So, yeah, it was a little error, and that's why you see the names 0 points down below Robbie Smart. And Manoli and Stabilito are 28th and 29th in points. But they have those 2 wins, so they got into the playoffs. They got locked in with those 2 wins. So, only thing that matters is the wins. All you need to do is win a race or 2, and get in the playoffs. Simple as that, regardless of where you stand in points. That's how it goes. But anyway, that's it from the X Series regular season finale, and we will see you guys in the Cup race at Vegas as we wrap up the first round of the playoffs for the PCS. 4 drivers will be eliminated. Only 12 cars will fight for the title. So, hope you'll join us for our Cup race at Vegas, and we will see you there.